Hey everybody, Hi Lord Tamerlane back with more obscurities in miniature. Anyway, today we got another Grimskull Wargames exclusive model. We have the Imperial HQ Assassin. And our assassin friend, no, it's not the headquarters. Although maybe she came from there. Hello, are you a part? I don't know. Let's find out. You'll see just who our friend is supposed to be. I thought this was a cool idea. And as always, it bears mentioning that all of our Wargames exclusive or Grimskull miniatures models always have a nice, detailed, custom resin base. For the most part, other than a few other troop box sets, everything has had a custom base, especially for the character models. Now, our HQ, if you'll notice, as she carries a rather large bat, and that's okay. Like, okay. A rather large bat, and an interesting set of ponytails. Our HQ is more than likely supposed to be a Harley Quinn-based assassin, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. Not something that I would have thought of as an Imperial model for sure. It seems to me it would have totally been a Chaos model, but it works. It really works. And why would the Chaos models and armies have assassins anyway? They're all, so hardcore and crazy. So, I am at a loss as to how to want to paint her. If she is an assassin, do I want to go all with the usual black, or should I do more traditional Harley Quinn Suicide Squad style paint job? I don't know. I am at a loss on this one. I really do need to clean up that gun of hers. This is kind of surprising, actually, for a Wargames exclusive Grimskull model, that it has little bits and pieces of flesh that actually do need to get cleaned off. Her head doesn't want to stay on because I haven't glued it, but just to give you an idea of the size of our friend here, she is definitely smaller and more frail looking compared to our chunky, meaty Space Marine friends, but she does scale pretty well with the other Wargames exclusive female models. Sorry, Harley, your head does not want to stay on. Of course, it probably would help if I glued you, but I haven't. Alright, there we go. Yeah, they're pretty similar in size. I think I have my Cypher model nearby. I did! Hooray! So you can see her standing there. Cypher obviously is a bit more meaty. Sorry, the Fallen Angel. As she's supposed to be, evil, heretical, evildoer type. I don't know. I'm making up words. But pretty simple model. I thought she was a little bit pricey compared to some of the other Grimskull assassins that they've got, and I really like the other assassins, but I guess their newer stuff, I guess she's kind of in line. For a pretty simple model, I mean, she does have a pretty big base. I would have preferred seeing the price a little bit lower, but I had eBay coupons and bucks and gift card junk, so I really didn't spend much out of my own pocket in the end. I'll let eBay pay for it. Thanks, eBay. Thank you, random people who keep buying my junk off of there, because you are what helped fund this. I feel kind of guilty about doing like one of those Patreons or one of those type deals. So hopefully we don't have to do that. We'll just keep plugging away. But a pretty cool model nonetheless, pretty unique, and hopefully I will be able to do that's bugging me, paint job that does it justice. That still makes it obvious who the HQ in our assassin's name stands for. With that said, I'll put a link down below if you're interested, but this is Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying thanks for watching, and we will see you later. Bye-bye. Alright, we got our Greater Good Shadowstar all finished up here. So, what do we think? I actually just completely glued the model all together. I was worried about the balance issues with the base. It's only a 25mm base from the looks of things. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is totally going to fall over. No, it is pretty darn stable. I was kind of apprehensive about the backpack. And you'll notice something has popped off, and we'll talk about that in a sec. I saw this kind of guide fin, and I'm like, that should probably be on top, right? No, actually, it's not supposed to be on top. There's a reason it's down there, and you'll notice the hole is now left there where what once was the top knot. So it actually just kind of attaches like that. And obviously, if you have the top knot there, you're not going to be able to have this kind of guide fin helping, point him in the right direction. I'm not going to glue the top knot on until everything is all painted. It's just easier access to get in there for the thrusters and verniers. So, big huge plasma cannons, big huge punchy fists. Not a big huge model. Let me see if I can grab a couple of other models. Now, sadly, I don't have any of the basic generic Greater Good figures that Grimskull makes. I do have I think he's primed, but I'm not even sure. This is their, was it a Ronin? I don't remember what the dude's called. The Wandering Monk guy. He has a big backpack full of guns and gear, but sadly it's sitting upstairs because it needs to be painted as well. I think I primed him. He was upstairs with a primed figure, so I'm going to cross my fingers. He does look a little different in color, at least to my eye, maybe not on camera. So you can see he is a little bit taller, a little bit bulkier. I grabbed a basic Tau figure from GW, because honestly, that's probably what he's going to be hanging out with. And yeah, there's some definite size issues there, but that's to be about expected. He's in a personal battle suit after all. I would expect them to be a little bit bigger, especially with said top knot giving them all kinds of extra power and oomph. So how does it compare to a Crisis suit? That would probably be a good question. I don't own any Crisis suits. I ended up selling them all again because, like I said, I got to pay for the channel somehow. I do happen to have some of Spiral Arm Studios' Maelstrom's Edge guys. I don't remember what they're called. I probably should check that. I might have it handy. I had to print out the instructions for these dudes. The Remnant Militus battle suits. So they're probably about comparable in size to a Tau Crisis suit. I'll be doing a video on these guys pretty soon, as it is. So just to give you a good sense of scale there. So, yeah, they're a bit more anime. More anime than these Weebos. But overall, I'm really fond of this figure, and I hope I can give it a proper paint job. That's going to be the big challenge. I'm going to be doing some looking around online. It does also make me want to go and have him knock everybody over, get out of the way. It does make me want to go and pick up some of the Wargames Exclusive Grimskull actual suits that they make. I'm kind of curious how they go together. They have a very different look than the GW stuff. So I'm kind of curious how they stack up. I'm going to see if I can hunt down some actual more modern Crisis battle suits and see how they compare as well. Someday, I gotta say, I really do like this figure a lot more than the actual legit one, and that's kind of sad. I don't know. The pose has always seemed strange to me. I like he's kind of leaping forward into battle, ready to, kick butt and take names. What I should comment on also, as I was pointing out some of the things on here, while the arms are on a ball joint, they don't actually have a lot of flexibility. You'll see there's these wires that are leading under the backpack. There's a flat surface where those actually attach. So despite having a ball jointed arm structure, it doesn't actually matter because everything just kind of locks into place once those wires are touching. The shoulder guards as well are actually keyed to specific sides. One had a slot, one had a smooth area, and they both just kind of fit in perfectly. No issues there. And then, as I had said earlier, obviously I went with one head, but there are the head variation options as well, if that's your kind of thing. So if you really wanted to go wild, you could probably slice up and convert, to have a group of 3 of these if you were really crazy. I'm not that crazy. I'm happy with one. It's going to take me long enough to paint this one as it is. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go grab a bunch of other models because the weather's nice outside, and why not take advantage of that and go spray a batch of stuff with some Tamiya primer, right? So I'm going to say my goodbyes and leave you all to hopefully watch more videos, yeah? This is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.